Hello humans, welcome to Duluth Junction Workshop. Today I'm going to be working on this 1990 Chevy K2500 truck, and the last time you saw this thing we had been carrying the Sonnet home on a U-Haul trailer and the taillights went out. So that's something I'm going to be throwing this switch in for. Hopefully that solves it. I think it's the switch. We have a old tune-up kit here, a plug, cap, rotors, and then some AC Delco spark plugs. If I get to it, I might throw in this new latch for the rear window, because that thing, the latch fell off. So let's give it a shot. First off, we have a few bolts with a T20 Torx bit. Don't want to damage this thing. So somebody put a couple flathead screws into the light switch, which is part of what makes us think that the light switch is bad. Oh. They're actually for the retainer for the light switch, because the tabs broke off. Alright. You can see here the retaining part around it actually has 4 screws, tiny screws in it, and the clips or the tabs that you screw into kind of came out. So I'm going to try to glue these together. Hopefully I have at least 2, and then we can maybe get 3. We'll see. While the glue's drying, let's just plug these in and make sure if it's the problem or not. Yep. Okay.
We should see if the reverse lights work.
They don't work right now here. They just worked earlier. Did I put it in 4th instead of reverse? Are you kidding me?
The ignition switch on?
What?
Well, the brakes work.
The brakes always worked.
Tail lights are working.
Tail lights do not work, brake lights do work.
Tail lights are on.
Shut up! What? What did I do?
Yep. Yep.
What?
Don't be filming this till we figure it out.
Well, I want to film the confusion. These colors are wrong.
I gotta look at the switch. I gotta look at the harness. So we gotta get to the splice to find out what colors are what.
You said you had an exposed wire in there?
Right there.
Nice.
I wonder if that's supposed to be the ground. So there's 8 wires total. 5, 6, 7.
Okay,
I got reverse lights and I got tail lights. So let's shake the...
shaking. Bacon.
It's still on. Nothing's changing.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Grab each wire individually and pull it back and forth.
Okay, we got the red wire, power.
Good.
Yeller.
Still good.
Orange.
Still good.
Brown tails, I think, right?
Still good.
Well, let me...
Oh, off. Blinked.
What if I just lick it? Can I lick the exposed part?
Oh, blinking big time now.
Well, okay, so I'm touching the exposed part.
That exposed thing?
Yeah. So I wonder if we just wrap this wire, put a new actual butt connectors on these.
Yeah.
So what was shorting is on the brown wire, this little piece of copper sticking out.
When you touch that,
When I touch that and move that around, that...
So it might
give
have
her
been
a
touching one
tickle.
of these.
Yeah, very well could have been. Got our beautiful new splices in, and I tried to match the colors this time so you can actually tell which one is which. Big truck. Okay.
Did you unhook the battery?
Yep. Ah! Okay, that's white. That's got some white deposits.
That's got some fouling on it.
Number 3, we got some pretty big white or tan, light tan or white buildup on here, and it's pretty hard. So that looks to me like a bridging spark plug, and that would be excessive carbon or oil buildup. In the engine, we do have some oil puffing out, or some oil smoke puffing out when you start it up. So I've talked to some friends, and we think it's a bad valve seat. So that would probably be on cylinder 3. Got all the plugs gapped. Let's throw them in. Okay. Look at these weirdos. That's why I have to step carefully in the driveway, because they poop everywhere. There we go. Don't they just come off? There we go. Oh boy, rub that a little bit. I have some dielectric grease to throw on so it doesn't try to rust again. Okay. I set the distributor caps next to each other, and I matched the length and position of the plug wires from the new one to the old one, so everything's the same way it was supposed to be. And I put it on here. It seemed like all the wires, the short ones were in the long position, long ones were in the short position. Kind of messed me up, so I went online and I made up this diagram that should be how it is. And I put them in. The engine backfired when I tried to start it, so I think I'm going to have to kind of reposition them, just shift them one over counterclockwise and try it again. Could be that the diagram was from a older vehicle with points ignition, maybe they had a different style distributor, but unfortunately the manual does not tell you where the position is on anything. Your way doesn't work either.
Oh my god.
My dad brought up a good point. Why don't you look at the old distributor cap? Well, turns out someone had marked the numbers on it, and since I didn't see the numbers, I threw it away. Just copied those over to a piece of paper, and I'll put this in here in case any of you have this same issue. Basically what happened is I thought one was over here. The second try I put one here, one is actually here. So at first I was two posts off, and now I was one post off before, and I'm gonna go move these over and try for the third time, see if this works. So hope you're learning as much as I am, because yeah, something's got to come out of this. And there you can see why that one spark plug is messed up. I do believe that's oil leaking down one of the valves, valve 3 I believe it was, or cylinder 3, and we get that on startup. The last step is this window latch. Let's hope it's easy. We got two tiny screws here, and they screw into little brass fittings in the trim piece here. Looks like since I don't have a second trim piece here, I'm probably not going to be able to install this because it looks like it requires 2 sets of fittings in there. So we'll save this for a different day, and yeah. On this episode, we fixed the taillight issue, patched up some dodgy wiring, replaced a bunch of ignition stuff for a little bit of a tune-up, put a new U-joint in the back, and didn't quite get that rear window thing in. But we'll try next time. I got a little bit of hoses and stuff to figure out on the engine that fell off with the ignition stuff, so we'll get that done off camera. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see in these vehicles. We got the Sonnet, this truck, the Insight, and the F100. Thank you. Have a good day.